106.9 The Urge, Haddonfield's home.
What is that? It's a videotape.
Where'd you get that?
Fell out of my bag.
Do you understand this is creepy? Some pervert could have put it in your bag. Fine, but you have to go in the other room. Yes. I need to see what's on it first.
You out of your fucking mind? What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm giving you 10 seconds or I'm gonna call the cops.
So what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the JEFFMAN316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JEFFMAN316. What's going on, guys? We already got a few people in here. I'm going to put the banner up on there, so if anybody comes along, they'll know what we're watching. So, hey, got a few guys in here already. I see Ken Pope's in here. Let's go. What's up? Got Dougie Fresh in here. What's up? Hey, we got, and I just watched this today for the first time. What's up, Brian Sanchez? Yeah, what I figured I would do is I put the link in this description. I'm going to watch All Hallows Eve. We can talk about it. We can talk about Terrifier. We can talk about Terrifier 2. We can talk about whatever we want. I figured Art the Clown will be a good topic. And if anybody wants to watch along, we can watch it together. It's a pretty short movie. I don't even think it's an hour and a half, but it's free on YouTube. Like, for some reason, somebody's got it on there right now. And like I said, look in the description of this video. There's a link to it. It's got subtitles. And last week when we were doing a live stream, when I was searching for it, it was weird because the subtitles I thought were off, but as far as the words, but they're not. They're just off a little bit. But it doesn't make any difference. If you you could watch it on Tubi, but it's going to have commercials in it, and this doesn't have commercials. I own it on Vudu, so I've got multiple options to watch it. So I figured we'd give everybody a few minutes, and we started around the same time. I usually pop on here a few minutes early, but and I will apologize if I sound a little different. I've been sick since Thursday, and I'm just now getting over it. So I'm still to the point where I'm a little congested, but I wanted to watch it. Watched on Amazon Prime, 99 cents. So that's kind of cool. So anybody that comes along and wants to watch it and doesn't have it, like I said, you can watch the stream. I'm watching it on my TV off of that YouTube stream that I posted in the description, and it looks pretty good. So either way, we can watch it there. Or like I said, if you got any other means, I've got it on Blu-ray. Anybody that wants to, we'll start it here in a few minutes and we'll watch it together. I think a lot of people don't know this movie exists, and that they don't know how it links in with the Terrifier world. So I don't know a ton about it, but we can watch it along together and we can talk about it. I got my Art the Clown mask over here. I'm going to do a review. I've watched Terrifier 2 like 1.5 times so far. Have you guys in the chat, have you guys watched Terrifier 2 yet? I know a lot of people said they didn't like Terrifier, but they like Terrifier 2, and I don't understand that because they're basically the same movie, other than like one has got more plot and it's a little more drawn out. But that's because, you know, he spent like 5 times as much money on it and had more resources. So either way, so I'm going to go ahead and get this thing queued up on my YouTube app up here on my TV. And just so you know, since I was sick, like I said, I didn't want the lights too bright on me tonight, so I don't have everything on. So that's why it looks a little dim. But I figured that would be a cool lighting with the red light. Does All Hallows Eve have Art the Clown? Yeah, man, he's spread out through the whole damn thing. So we'll see. We'll talk about that as we go. I think if you watch All Hallows Eve and you pay attention to what they're doing with him, it might answer some questions of stuff that people watch from Terrifier. But this is obviously the inspiration that Damien Leone had with does All Hallows Eve 2 have Art the Clown? Nope. It isn't even the same company. It has, I mean, it's the same company. It doesn't have Damien Leone in it at all. So he had no involvement in it. So it was more like it was the anthology idea, but they didn't use Art the Clown. So to me, it's pretty much hot garbage. My wife was popping me some popcorn, so I told her bring it on in. We're going to get started. So any of you guys have it queued up? It's like Doug said, it's like 83 minutes. So we'll be able to get through this pretty quick. But we can talk about how little bit I know, we can tie it into it. So if anybody wants, this is the watch along for All Hallows Eve, and periodically throughout the movie will stop it, or at least we'll let everybody know where we're at in the movie, maybe every 15-20 minutes. So I've got it on Roku. I got a Roku app and I can control it on my phone. So I don't know if you guys have one. I highly recommend those cheap Roku apps during we call it Black Friday coming up, because you can hook the app into your phone and you can use it as a remote, and then you can also use I don't know if it works with Androids, but I can hear it through my headphones. That way I don't have to worry about you guys hearing it and getting hit with a copyright strike. So Doug says he's ready. All right, well, I'm ready too. So let's fire it up. All Hallows Eve. Let's go. If I can get the damn thing working on mine. Let me get my remote working on my app. All right, now it's connected. So mine's playing. I got the movie logos as far as the production companies. RLJ Entertainment. So earlier, Brian Sanchez was like, what's up? If he's still in here, what's going on, man? Are you going to watch this with us, or do you just want to see what was going on? From what I read on Wikipedia, if it's right, he only spent like, it said, I think 35 grand. Is that what it said? Something about making this? I don't know if that's right, but it could be, because I don't know if you know, the movie is made up of a wraparound story and 3 shorts. 2 of the 3 shorts already existed that he had already made and put out on the internet. So maybe it was. I forgot 3, 2, 1. Okay. Well, this movie is not worthy of 3, 2, 1. No, I'm just kidding. I'm still at the titles. Sydney, whoever, and Cole, somebody's who just flashed up on mine. I'll let you know once the actual movie starts. And obviously, if you guys didn't know, the same person does not play Art the Clown in these shorts. There's a new person that plays him in the Terrifier movies. He looks way different in that first short, and then he looks closer to the Art the Clown we know in the Well, he's only in a photo in the second one, and then in the final one. Did any of you guys buy anything at Spirit Halloween during their closeout sale? I bought a horn like Art the Clown has. They have a lot of cinematography. Got me some popcorn. So as most of these movies, they use like copyright free public domain stuff in there. I already got some. Night of the Living Dead is in the public domain. We should watch that since that's public domain. So that's why they can get away putting it on there. That girl there is in Terrifier as the reporter that gets attacked. There's something that they messed up here if you watch this. She told him bedtime was at 11. Then she asked him what time it was, and she said 10:50. And then she said pumpkin carving in 10 minutes. So they're pumpkin carving at the time they're supposed to be going to bed. And there's where he finds the tape. When was this made? I think you might know what year this All Hallows Eve came out. (2013). So like 9 years ago. So I guess VCRs were still a thing then. I mean, I have one still, but who would still have a VCR hooked up? Timmy's an asshole. He's like Jeremy in Halloween Ends. So if your kids found a tape in their Halloween bag, would you let them watch it? Gonna say 12, yeah. Except this kid is more likable. Yeah, that's true. Should do anything to get out from carving the pumpkin. Halloween porn. Oh, you can't say that now, can you? Did that word get canceled? If I say retarded on here, they're gonna cancel me. Hi everyone. Hey, what's going on, Tiffany? We're watching All Hallows Eve. If you own it or want to watch it with us, it's the introduction of Art the Clown. I put a link in the description, and we're at the I don't know how many minutes we're in here. I can't see without my glasses in the dark. We're around the 6-minute mark, 6:24 to be exact. So if you want to join in, this is where she just put the tape in, and they're trying to find out what's on this tape that they got in their Halloween candy. I liked it because it kind of had like a VHS vibe. as far as finding the tape. All Hallows Eve. Has anybody seen this? Oh, I know Doug said he had, like, anybody that watches this now or watches this video in the future. A lot of people say they don't like it, but I don't understand how they can like Terrifier but not like this. I like this anthology. Yeah, I do too. I mean, you got to remember how cheap it was made. I mean, I was telling somebody, I think there was art, that this movie only didn't even cost 50 grand to make because he had already pre-made some of the shorts and just created this wraparound to put with it. And added the middle segment is really cheesy. So I had already seen this first short here. It was called, I think, The Ninth Circle, and it already pre-existed before this movie. And he made it, and that was basically the very first time he had ever done anything with the Art the Clown, the character. And you're going to see him in here. He looks totally different than the art that you know today, or actually the art that shows up at the end of the movie. He looks totally different. And I was telling the guys that this is not the same actor in any of this movie. That's not the same one that was in Terrifier or Terrifier 2. She said, "Girl, you know what time the train comes?" I thought it was funny that girl there is dressed like a scarecrow. And then the girl in Terrifier that's walking along, the two girls at the beginning, she's dressed as a scarecrow. Are these kids in any other movies? I don't know. I didn't click on there. Since I opened up our Internet Movie Database, I guess I should check. Sensational Cinema says, "Hello all. What's going on? We're watching All Hallows Eve." Anybody do a time check, see where we're at? It's a pain in the ass for me to do it. But I can. So this girl was basically at the wrong place at the wrong time. There's Art the Clown. There's the first time you see him. 9:27 says Doug. That's where we are in the movie. So there's your first on-screen appearance of Art the Clown. Look how different he looks. He got his horn there. That would be a little unnerving, I guess. Anybody that watches this back is going to get confused. I forgot and left the Texas Chainsaw Massacre artwork in the thumbnail of the video. I'll have to edit that out. Are you trying to give her some flowers? Yeah, thanks, Doug. What time when you get to the comment, it's a little ahead. Yeah, that's what I figured. I've not seen this film before. If I did, I recall. You haven't seen All Hallows Eve? Are you watching it using the link that I sent you? Hopefully they won't remove it off YouTube once they see a bunch of people watching it. Like, you put a bug in those flowers. You can tell that he had written him to act the same as in the other movies. Give her a shot. I wonder which COVID booster he gave her. Whatever knocked her out. So we had a few more people join in. We're watching All Hallows Eve together. So I put the link in the description if you guys want to join in. We're at 11 minutes and 30 seconds according to Doug. the girl just got the shot in the subway station from Art, the clown, and then the kids and the lady are watching it from home on the videotape. Doug was wondering, do those kids in this movie, have they been anything else yet? Because kids at this age, man, they would look totally different. They were like, it's 9 years ago. So if you like, look, I'll check it out. All Hallows Eve. Obviously, the redhead that's there babysitting them, she's in Terrifier as the reporter who's got the girl on her show. He obviously used some of the. Timmy is Cole Matheson. He was in a movie in 2016 called We Are Sasquatch. Hello Again in 2017. So basically, no, he really hadn't been in anything. And I guess Tia is the girl. She was in something called Hush in 2018. It's not the Hush that is about the woman who gets stalked, who can't hear though. So no, these kids basically haven't been in anything. I guess they were just friends of somebody that worked with Damien when he made this short, when he made this anthology. So they pulled her down in the tunnel. So everybody was wondering, like, what is the art in the Terrifier movies? And like nobody, even in Terrifier 2, they don't really explain it. But he's got to be some kind of demon or working with demons or something, because he's the one that captures these girls and, you know, brings them down into the subway to offer them up to these demons that are down here. So she was wondering why he can kill us already. What if she'd been nice to Art? Would he have still given her the shot? He should have went after the Scarecrow girl. I need to look that up. That girl that entered the subway station or bus station, whatever that was, she sounded an awful lot like that same girl. Scarecrow slave. It doesn't say Scarecrow. So I don't know what her name would be. I don't know. It was 3 women, right? When she got down there, was 2 other ones. Does anybody know when this is called the Ninth Circle? This short. Does anybody remember what year it was when he made that? I'll look it up. 2008 is when this was made. A woman is abducted by a sinister stranger on Halloween night for a fate worse than death. The demon, you're going to see Damien Leone. He played it himself, what it says on the Internet Movie Database. Here you go. You know, when people see these independent movies or fan films, they always bust on how bad the acting is, and you have to remind them. If you look on Internet Movie Database, these people are rarely in anything else other than the movie that they're in when you're looking it up. I mean, they're not professionally trained actors. These people are trying to make a movie to get noticed, and which he sure did. Because I heard that Terrifier 2's already cracked the $11 million mark, I think, at the theater on a $250,000 budget. And it all started here. Well, the shorts that he made leading up to this. So this guy's like pretty much a self-made director, producer, or whatever. That's pretty impressive. But it doesn't come overnight. Look how long it's taken. He made this short in 2008. Some of the girls are kind of annoying. Yeah, that one girl, that main girl, her voice is kind of annoying. But, I mean, but like I said, he made this in 2008 as a short. And then it led to this, which led to Terrifier, which led to Terrifier 2. But look how long that took. I mean, that's like 14 years that he's been doing this and working on stuff. Look at that. That's some awesome special effects there. Is that Pizza the Hut? Anybody remember that from Spaceballs? That's Pizza the Hut. Look at that little boy. It's like the first time he ever saw special effects in a movie. Is that supposed to be the main demon? I don't know what that thing's supposed to be. I guess she weakened the chain. What would hitting the chain with a metal blade do to cut the thing? Who's this dude supposed to be anyway? Is he just a homeless guy with a cart? Oh, look, he's got body parts. I forgot that was in there. Or is that actual somebody in there? Oh, he's one of the demons. It's been a while since I watched this. She wakes up tied on the table. Did you guys see one of the VHS movies? There's one of them that reminds me of this where they go down in the tunnel and there's all these people worshiping a demon and one of them impregnates this girl. It's kind of reminding me of that, but this would have come out before, obviously. Look at that. That was Howard the Duck. I mean, they're hysterical. I don't know, not to be mean, but is that because they're women? Because I don't see guys breathing and hyperventilating in horror movies. I don't know if you saw that woman right there. Maybe you would. You got that one dude looks like Howard the Duck. You got Pizza the Hut. What is that girl? She's like, they've already impregnated me. That's like the before the movie Smile ever happened. What are these? Are like these are dollar store Cinnabites. It's like Gangrel from WWE. Look at that. They're giving her a cesarean the hard way. So that girl is supposed to, I guess, is laying on the table. She's going to be impregnated next, I guess. Or are they going to make her drink the blood? I forget. Oh, there's the main demon. Here he comes. Anybody ever see that movie Dreamscape? Had that snake creature guy? It reminds me of that. Pregnant girl's been in a few TV episodes. What was she in? Check out this dude. Smoking. That was sick. Punished. I haven't seen this lady in anything in there. Cody's on here. Hey, brother. Hey, we're watching All Hallows Eve. You guys want to give him a time stamp here where we are if he wanted to watch it? Law and Order Criminal Intent was one. Yeah. It had some criminal intent there. We're thinking about her down in that tunnel. Did he get some candy corn? That's like the worst. Hope and faith, man. That's a rare mix. You know, I'll give Apple credit. This movie sounds, I guess, because it's on YouTube, sounds good in my earbuds listening to this Roku thing. Like the difference in the main voice and the background voice of the woman on the phone. We're at 2506. Hey, Cody, if you went and trick or treated at David Sterling's house and he gave you some videotapes, would you watch them? Wonder what would be in there. 2548. I didn't even, she gets mad because he spit on her. I didn't even really see him spit on her. That little bastard. That lady isn't that bad of an actress. I heard somebody say she was terrible. I think people expect too much, like I said, with these independent movies or whatever. I mean, Jesus Christ. Her name is Katie McGuire. She was in Blue Bloods. She was in the show Search Party. And obviously she was in Terrifier. She hadn't been in a lot of stuff I've heard. I believe that little girl's 21 now. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying is like those kids would be like 9 years older. Like I don't think people realize that short film that like that first one was Art Decline was as old as it is. And then Terrifier came out in 2016. This came out in 2013. Hey, I was on Internet Movie Database. It asked me to rate All Hallows Eve. What would you guys put it as on 1 to 10? What do you rate this? You've already seen it, Doug. What do you rate this? I always find it hard to do a rating scale of a movie because you can't compare this to like the latest James Bond or Star Wars or even Terrifier 2 with a bigger budget. It's hard to rate these movies. You just have to me, you have to go by entertainment value and understand how they 5.5. It's better. It's better than 5.5, man. Did I watch Crown Jewel? I certainly did. I'll tell you this. What's his name? Logan Paul is a badass if he can wrestle that well after just 3 matches. So she's putting him to bed. I'll tell you this. What brings us down a lot is this middle segment. And I know he didn't have a lot of money. So he already had created the first segment called the Ninth Circle. And the third segment is actually called Terrifier. So then he only had to create the unique wraparound in the middle story. And the middle story is weak. So when we get to that's time. Anybody watching it with us, that'd be piss break time. I was looking at somebody sent me a photo of some movies they found at the Dollar Tree. I found some movies this week, but I didn't find as much as they did. I should try to search out this girl here and see if so now that she hadn't really acted and see if she'd do an interview with me on the channel. Her name's Sydney Frofer. I don't know how you pronounce that. I wonder if she's on Facebook. We need to stalk her. We need to get her on the channel, our interviewer. I think that's her. Got the same eyes. It says cast member at Let's Party event. I'm pretty sure that's her. I'm going to try to add her as a friend on Facebook. Well, then 6, because of the inconsistency of the crappy camera going from HD, even the found footage, some of it was HD, and then it went to. Well, I know, man. It's because he recorded it 2 different times. Like I said, the that short was created like probably off of a handy cam himself. That's why I think if you understand about the movie and know more about it and how it was made, when it was made, and all that stuff, you kind of maybe you give it cut it a little bit of slack. If nobody knows anything about it and they put Terrifier or like All Hallows Eve in and watch it, and if you don't understand that those were shorts that he made on the internet before he ever was like a real director, you kind of judge it by that, and you don't judge it by like creativity, his ability to basically, I mean, it's kind of like Kevin Smith in Clerks. If you look at that compared to Clerks 3, the quality of that, I mean, he made that movie by charging on his credit card. This guy basically crowdfunded a lot of his stuff and made it himself. I'm going to try to friend this person. That would be weird. Wonder if she's ever done any interviews. Like she's doing a lot of stage work now. See, I like the fact that they, try to incorporate something cool in there, like Night of the Living Dead, since that's public domain. I thought that was kind of cool. See, she's now got all intrigued now, so she put them to bed. She's gonna stick the damn tape in there herself. And this is the segment I think is the worst. I thought that was kind of ironic that he makes this movie and makes this middle segment, writes it just for this, and it's the worst one of the bunch. Probably would have made the movie better if the second footage would have been an alien, because it just cut off after showing the image of Art. Well, I think it was because they just wanted to try to squeeze Art into it somehow and didn't have any other way, that he was the one who was giving the guy his idea. But I, like you, it had really had nothing to do with the aliens. This alien in here is like the worst designed alien that I've ever seen in a movie. Um, I remember thinking back in the day, I could probably have created something in my basement from all the stuff that I have left over from making custom action figures. It's a face. It don't look that bad. He doesn't remember painting it. So I was looking at my YouTube thing, making sure this live stream got hit with restrictions for ad suitability, because it said that the my intro had violent content. That's funny. I mean, you like, I don't even get hardly any money from live streams anyway. I thought that was funny though. I think it would have been better if they hadn't showed the alien as much. You know, if they had done like more jump scare type stuff, once they show once they show the actual alien, it kind of like is a buzzkill. Video. I was trying to I was gonna pin the comment with the link in there in case anybody jumps in this thing. I just need to start doing that. I'll get better at this stuff once once I do more of them. let's go. So it starts off kind of creepy with her, you know, going around the house. I don't remember how far into it is when you actually see her. You hear those annoying crickets in the background? Well, I can't just add her. I sent her a request. She hadn't answered it. Oh, hey man, I would get her on here and interview her. That might be kind of cool. Like, ask her what she's doing now, and ask her, does she think, you know, that a movie she was in would lead to all this? See, at this point, it feels almost like a Friday the 13th type thing. So I didn't know where they were going with this. The first time I saw it, I was like, you know, I had no clue it was going to actually be like an alien. Sorry, my nose is a little stopped up. See, if I was freaking out like that and then I saw what she saw, I don't know that I would be so scared. There we go. So if anybody joins in, I pinned the message at the top with the link to this YouTube video stream. See, maybe if they had shown that at the beginning, it would have been kind of cool, like her seeing the alien ship. I thought Art was going to be under the sheet. They should have had it to where Art was dressed up like the alien, and then once he scared her and maybe had it where she passed out or run away, then he took the mask off and it was Art. But like I said, once the reveal happens, I like that music that plays in the background when they're showing like the real movie. I mean, the real people supposedly watching this. Terrifier's got a really good soundtrack. The second one is okay too. I've got the vinyl soundtrack of Terrifier. It sounds pretty good. I doubt they released this one though. I wonder if this actress has done anything before. Caroline is what her name in this is. She's actually been on something recently. She was in First Wise Club. She was in Blacklist. Bunch of TV stuff. The Slap. I remember that show. That was in 2015. She was in an episode of 30 Rock. She was on As the World Turns. Yeah, a bunch of television stuff. So she's one of the few that actually had some acting skills. She was on the Chappelle Show. It won't expand it. It says girl getting, and I don't know what it means, girl getting what. She graduated from Cornell University. Now, right there, other than somebody's in your house, if that's what I saw, I'd be like, bitch, please. Favorite clown horror movie? I don't know. Probably the Terrifier movies. You know, I'm gonna just be honest. One of the reasons I haven't reviewed Terrifier 2 yet, I don't really know. I like it, but I think it's getting a little overblown because there's people are saying they don't like the first one, but they like the second one, and I don't know how you can. It's literally the same thing on a smaller scale. But I like both of them. I like the last segment he's in this one. Who would win in a fight between Art the Clown and Pennywise? But there's been some good clown movies. Have you seen Eli Roth's Clown, where the guy puts the makeup on and suit and can't get it off? He starts turning into a living clown. That's a really good movie. What's your favorite clown horror movie? Anybody watching this, put it in the comments. What is your favorite clown horror movie? The guy in the alien costume has been in a good handful of things, really. And I don't know that I would want to be associated with this. This is the worst part of the movie. It basically looks like a scuba diver with a alien helmet on. What is that button supposed to be, I wonder? That's just annoying. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I like that movie. I don't think I like it quite as much as a lot of people do. It's pretty good though. I like it. I wished I'd have had a lot more extra money because they had a couple of Killer Clowns things in Spirit Halloween that I didn't pick up. Make her scream. Is that what that button was supposed to do? Just make her hurt her ears so she would scream. That's stupid. What an awesome design suit. Right there in the open where one of the things hooks in. If somebody pulls that off, it hurts you that bad. Those crickets are annoying. I got the shorty animatronic for half price at Spirit. Yeah, when I went in, they had already sold all their large stuff. I went in at lunch on 50% off day. They had already sold all the big stuff. I was gonna at least buy maybe a dummy, like a full size body dummy. They had them, they were like 80, and so it would have been 40, but they had sold them out by the time I got in there. I went in there the day before when it was 25% off, and that store was full. So everybody must have just waited to the last day. That sucks, but oh well. I bought a few little things, nothing major. I bought some props that I might could use for some videos coming up. Killer Clown was a great movie. Did you know they repurposed one of the clown costumes for the troll and Ernest Scared Stupid? No, I didn't know that. Yeah, Killer Clowns is one of those, it's like it didn't get a lot of respect when it came out. I know a lot of people, most of the people I know didn't like it. I kind of liked it. And then it's kind of grown on people. It's become like more of a cult classic type of thing over the years, kind of like Critters did. Most people hated that when it came out, and it kind of get big as it went along. So her cell phone killed her. Why would that woman watching this be scared of that? There's literally nothing happening in this segment with that alien that would be scary at all. Here's where you get the art reveal. Pun intended. Get it? Art reveal. Boom, boom. And there's your cover for the DVD. Yeah, why are you watching it? So the bad part about this is if you watching that segment on the tape and you saw that part, you probably wouldn't put it back in and watch any more of it. She heard a noise. She was telling him, bragging earlier, that she loved the clowns so much, and then now they made her scared her. Those were witches. I thought those were demons down in that sewer. Those were witches. Somebody was checking in on them. Can you believe it? She wouldn't think that was weird. Can you guys hear the crickets as much as I can? In my headphone, one of them has got like the crickets are loud in there. You saw that Uncle Howdy's supposed to be revealed on SmackDown. Thing is Bo Dallas. I don't know. It sounds basically like Bray Wyatt himself. Um, I don't know. It would kind of be smart or logical if it was Bo Dallas because it's his brother and he would know him best as far as, knowing that he quote unquote wears a mask and he disguises who he really is. Which I'm fine with that. Yeah, I think that's one of the drawbacks. I mean, like I said, I can really hear everything, all the details wearing these headphones. I gotta give Apple credit. And these aren't even the newest ones. My son's got the newest ones. I got these as a bonus at work like 2 years ago. Would have been smart if she looked in the closet with a weapon. I know. But I guess she figures she's seen Poltergeist enough. Did you guys see just to be funny? You guys ever remember that Eddie Murphy joke? I think I used it in one of my videos where he goes, white people just will not leave. They'll blatantly, the ghosts will be like, get out. And then they won't leave. And then they'll suck their child into the television. He said, if I was a black person, they'd have been like, did you try to save your daughter, Mr. Murphy? And he's like, yeah, I did. I turned the channel. Bitch didn't come out, so I left. Or they'd be like, get out. That's it. Let's get the fuck up out of here. And you see this one, this third story, they purposely put like grain and shit on it to make it look like it's a vintage, like 70s. Hey, I was the other thing I was laughing. My son and I were watching our Terrifier. In these movies, like in this one and in Terrifier, they're listening to AM radio. Who in the 2000s would be listening to AM radio at all? Like she's getting her news bulletins, and so did the girl in the Terrifier movie. Would have been a red flag if someone been checking on them with her being downstairs. Yeah, I know. I mean, but as Eddie Murphy said, white people are stupid. In movies, that is. They just think everything's going to be okay. Well, that's peculiar. What if this girl's ever been anything else? It's weird when they get these people to be in these movies. Well, like I said, this was a short he filmed. I don't know when this one was made. Terrifier. The short was made in 2011. When you look at the it's funny when you look at the cast list. Marie Mazur is her name. She's called Woman. They don't even name her. And then Mike Gianelli is Art the Clown right there. So the design is pretty close to Art the Clown now. So it's probably the similar prosthetic makeup and stuff they use. And then the guy right there is named Michael Chimmel. It's funny. He's the only one that's got a damn photo on Internet Movie Database. The woman's name Marie Mazur. The only thing she's been in is the Terrifier short, which turned into this. It's it. That's her only credit. Did I check it out? Yeah, I checked it out. I haven't decided. I mean, I'll probably donate something small. I don't know. I remember looking through them. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, and that was so. I wonder if we could. I'd like to find one of these oddball actresses or whatever, and see if I could do an interview with them. Hold on a second. He might. You could tell a little bit. He's probably been an actress before. You got a shirt and a poster. How much was the shirt and the poster option? So, like, this would have been 2011 when this was made, the short. So, people didn't have cell phones and GPS or any of that shit. Like, he's writing her down instructions. I remember those back in the days. I remember taking a trip to Washington, D.C., and you didn't have GPS on anything. And we had written down instructions of how to go, and the roads were closed with some major construction, and none of our directions were any good, and so it took us forever to get there. Those were the days, my friend. I feel like I'm old enough to the point where I'm going to start being like, back in my day, my clowns lived in the sewer. They didn't put shit on the wall. So there's a lot in this, obviously, this Terrifier short that translates into the first Terrifier. So instead of a gas station, it's I kind of like that music. It kind of does a slow build when something's getting ready to happen. It's weird. But yeah, it's obviously, it's a gas station in this, and then in the movie, it is a little restaurant. We doing Night of the Living Dead next Sunday? We can. Or do you want to watch Terrifier and then do Night of the Living Dead? Oh, see, this is just like the scene in the restaurant in Terrifier where he was chopping that guy up. That's some pretty decent practical effects for the little amount of money this thing cost. That guy looks pretty close to the current guy that plays Art the Clown, David Howard Thornton. Rather do Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, we can do Night of the Living Dead. That'd be kind of cool. I'll wait, because if I'm gonna review Terrifier 2, maybe we'll watch Terrifier after that, or around the time or if I get this girl to contact me, maybe we'll do it later, once after I've done that. Oh God, I just read an article that said Terrifier 3 could be so much of a story they might have to break it into 2 parts, like It. At least she ain't got a flip phone, does she? Please God, no, I've got a flip phone. So yeah, they made this one kind of look like what do you call it? Like a 70s exploitation type movie. The good thing about Night of the Living Dead is I could actually flash some of that on the screen if we want it. Because that's public domain. No, I figured I was gonna wait. I didn't send our message yet. I usually wait a day or so to see if somebody responds to my message request, my friend request, before I send them a message telling them why I sent it. Maybe she'll look up my profile and see. So somebody was asking, after Terrifier 2, was Art supernatural? And I think if you just watch this movie, you kind of see that he is, because in the first segment, he's literally, his eyes glow in one part, and then he's taking that woman down to those demons. And in this one, did he make it ahead of her? Was that person already killed and been sitting there this whole time? Like, did Art kill that person before she got there? And he's like, it is a flip phone, isn't it? Look at that. Why do their phones never work? How'd he get in the car? Like I said, I think he would be, it's easier to explain him being supernatural from the stuff that happens than it is like Michael Myers. Is that as fast as she can run? That could have been because she was drugged and other things. He was supernatural. Maybe, I don't know. But still, he's working with demons. I don't know what that middle segment's supposed to mean, like with him, being the inspiration of that guy painting that photo, but that's why I say I don't think it's really supposed to be explained, kind of like Michael Myers and him. He's got to be supernatural if you see what happens to him in Terrifier 2, but looking back at it, if he was supernatural, why couldn't he just do something to make it to where he could get into this thing other than the way that he does? It's kind of cheesy. But it's creepy as hell as well, too, so I kind of like it. She thinks she's safe. You guys see where Saw X is coming out Halloween next year, 2023? That's pretty cool. It's all quiet. She's sleeping. She thinks she's safe. Look, I thought this was creepy as hell when I saw it the first time. The look that he gives. That's creepy as hell. You know the one thing, but I thought you don't like the supernaturalists. What? I don't. I don't want Michael Myers to be supernatural, but I'm just saying people are. It's easier to explain Art being supernatural than it is Michael. I don't like the aspect of Michael being supernatural. Um, Hoping the Crystal Lake series is good. Yeah, now that all aspects of Jason are on the table, it should be good. The Undertaker, yeah, Undertaker's kind of cool. Like, don't explain what the hell why he's like he is or how he could be. That's the way I like my. Um, she stabs him in like the shoulder. Why would that? Why does she think that would kill him after everything else has happened? It looked like it's other stuff in there, man. I would always cut the head off of the person. If you got nothing else, that's what I would be doing. Hold on a second. She thinks she's gonna get away. The one aspect that I don't like about Art in Terrifier, and I don't remember, I think he does it in Terrifier too, is if he's supposed to be, whether he's supposed to be supernatural or not. Yeah, I like it when he just used like real weapons. When he pulls a gun out and shoots somebody, like he did that girl in Terrifier, that's the only part I didn't like. And in this case, he ends up using a gun here too. I don't like that. I mean, that's just cheesy. I'm looking forward to the horror movie Bray worked on while he was gone. Yeah, I never heard the name of it or whatever. Do you know anything more about it? What was it called? Yeah, but look what happened to Terrifier 2. It didn't work. Yeah, but I just know that. I mean, it's fine, but I just think it's silly Art pulling a gun on somebody. Like when he had that girl in the first one down in the basement or wherever they were, and she had him dead to rights to beat him up and was getting ready to hit him, and he bends down and pulls a gun out of his pants leg or whatever. I thought that was stupid. If he had a damn gun, I know he wanted to toy with them, but still, at any moment he could have just shot him. Anybody could do that. That's not very creative. And which car is this? Is this the car of the person that she found dead? Well, not dead, with her face, not hands cut off. See, I like his reaction though. Boom. At least that's realistic though. I mean, instead of being supernatural, that's literally what would happen. Now she's laying on the table. I remember the first time I saw this. Um, I was kind of. I mean, I thought these effects here were pretty good. It's kind of weird the way they got her. My headphones stopped working for some reason. There we go. Yeah, look at him laughing. Chopping off the head, he still lives. He was eating that veg in Terrifier too. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why my headphones quit working. That sucks. Hold on a second. There we go. I don't know what happened. I don't know the title of it. Did you see that they're going to do a Peter Pan horror movie like how they did Winnie the Pooh? I didn't see it, but I'm not surprised. I kind of want to see that Winnie the Pooh one. My wife's laughing at me because I said I wanted to see it. Yeah, obviously chopping off his head doesn't do any good. Yeah, I didn't count that as nudity either. I mean, basically, he chopped off all of her body parts. So I like the fact when she picks up the phone that the one that it's the same girl, like she's hearing her. That's kind of cool. Yeah, not to be, trying to be funny, but you were talking about the nudity. So yeah, if you see a horror movie and it says nudity and you watch the whole thing and that's what you get, that's kind of like when they say that it has what they call it extreme nudity or whatever, a graphic nudity. It's usually you get a dude in there naked. So yeah, no thank you. That's not the kind of nudity I want. And I know I've seen a lot of people complain about the ending of this movie. I kind of like it. I think it's kind of creative. Oops. The Winnie the Pooh movie is going to be in theaters. Yeah, I saw that at Fathom event. You know why? They saw how much money Tara. That's kind of cool. Him coming up behind the pole like that. I like that. And the look on her face is kind of realistic. Yeah, and they did that because of how much money Terrifier made. So I mean, even if they only make like $1 million, it'll be worth it. How he's tapping on the screen, that's cool as well. Yeah, I like um how he's on the screen and looking out at it like breaking the fourth wall. I think that's kind of cool how they did that. And like I said, this look is of the art at the end is basically just like him from I wonder if he uses the actual same prosthetic off of this clown that he did on the new guy. I think that's kind of cool there with Art sitting on the couch behind her. It's like The Ring. She's like, I gotta get the tape out. I gotta get the tape out. See, I even thought back then, Art is such a cool character. I mean, you could do so much with him. Now, I say the same thing in this movie that I said in Halloween 3, especially my review of Halloween 3, where I was like, look at this. That's kind of cool. Um, how they were bold enough to do shit to kids and that. Like, I was not, the very first time I was watching this, I was not expecting this ending here the way they do it. But you knew shit was going to happen when the real life turned into the movie with the grain on it and it looking like it was inside the movie. You knew that. She's got a pretty decent scream to her there. Too bad about the kids, yeah. Art's always writing his name and piss and shit and blood. I like the ending of that, the way it ended, and then you get after the credits start a little bit, you get him breaking the fourth wall again. That looks really cool. Like if you're in the dark, like right now, I'm basically in the dark, and you got just the TV on there, like him coming up to it. That looks pretty cool. This guy wasn't bad as Art the Clown, so I kind of like it. And the music is not that bad, and it's the closing credits music. I kind of like that too. That's a cool kind of creepy theme. So you still think 5.5, Doug, or 6? Um, I don't know. I'll tell you this: if you watch All Hallows Eve 2 and you compare the two of those, this is a damn 10 compared to All Hallows Eve 2. I don't remember liking anything about that movie at all. My damn mouse, what's it doing? But did he do that to the girl in Terrifier 2, but was his prodigy? I don't know. Some person was saying that they thought that she was actually the one controlling him, the little girl. I don't know. Or did he kill her as a child? And like you said, maybe, I don't know. That's the thing about it. They don't really explain a lot, and then they don't, and then they add more to it. So I wonder if he'll explain anything more in Terrifier 3, because you obviously know that that's going to be made now. I wonder what kind of budget they'll get him for Terrifier 3. Knowing that movie's made like how much was it? 10 million, 11 million bucks. Off a $250,000 like fan, budget, as far as people donate most of that. I think that's kind of cool. Well, I like that movie. It's short and sweet, and if they did something different with that middle segment, I think that would be a really good. It'd probably get a solid 7.5. That what brings that down is that middle segment, I think. Considering the budget on this one is under 50,000 from what I heard. I think they did a damn good job. And Terrifiers 2 is getting a 4K. Yeah, the Best Buy, I think, is getting the 4K exclusive. Walmart is getting the Blu-ray Steelbook exclusive, and then Amazon's getting a Blu-ray that's going to have special features on it that are only available on the Amazon version. So, was it you, Doug, that said that you had? I've got the Blu-ray of Terrifier, and I've got the Steelbook, which got the DVD and Blu-ray and the poster in it. Somebody was telling me they had that. That thing sells for like 150, 200 bucks on eBay now. You can't get the original pressing of Terrifier anymore because of Terrifier 2, how well it's done. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll order the Terrifier 2, the 4K, because but I think I might end up buying both. I might get the Steelbook from Walmart too, because you never know. It might end up being worth something. So, but either way, I appreciate you guys watching that. Yeah, we can do if you want, we can do Night of the Living Dead next week. That'd be kind of cool. Don't own either. Yeah, it might have been the other Doug. He doesn't show up in the live streams as much anymore, but he does chat with me on the side some. He's got other stuff going on, but yeah, the that's what we'll do in case, and we can talk about next week what we want to do after that. But yeah, since that's a public domain movie, I don't think I'm going to show it on the screen, but if I decide to, maybe I'll do it to where I'll have it playing in my other browser, and then I can bring it over if we want to. Yeah, my cold is I think it was terrible yesterday, and I got to the point where I felt so bad I took a COVID test. But it was negative. So, and then today I feel good, other than now I got congestion. Hey, look, we made it into the look at there. Sex Fine Biz, like my hot photo here. We must have made it into the algorithm. Let me block the user either way. So just a couple things. I'll close it out here. I did get a box of physical media from a subscriber who told me he wanted to remain anonymous. I unboxed it and I'm showing it. I'm going to use a lot of it, probably half of it, to do my next giveaway. I'm probably going to do a 20 movie giveaway when we get to 2,000 subscribers. And I'll just give you the live running total like I always do when we talk about it. It's 1681, so we're on our way to 1700, and hopefully we'll get once we hit 2000. I'm going to do a giveaway that'll have 20 movies in it to celebrate that. And I watched that video. I was really impressed with how many movies that person donated to the channel. So it's even got some in there that I didn't have that I'm going to keep. I went to 4 Dollar Trees in the last week and a half, and I would have already had those videos up, but I felt so bad I didn't get to edit them like I normally do. So I've got a couple of those coming out. My Big Lots finally did some clearance movies, so I've got a video of that coming up, and I got a couple movie reviews that I've done, and like I said, and then that unboxing. So got quite a few videos that'll drop this week. So you guys that normally watch my stuff, watch that. I really appreciate it. And unless you guys got some more questions, I'm going to go ahead and probably tomorrow I'll find some artwork and I'll design the thing, and we'll do a watch along for Night of the Living Dead next week. That'll be pretty cool. I was considering getting the 4K of Night of the Living Dead from the Barnes and Noble sale when I get paid. Barnes and Noble's doing their 50% off Criterion sale. I'm still waiting on my steelbook from Groove. Something happened to it coming along the way. Hasn't shown activity in a day or so. Have a good night, brother. You too, man. I appreciate you coming by too. Sweet. Yeah, I ordered. The only thing I've really ordered other than buying the normal stuff is I ordered the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 4K. I read a review that said it looked amazing. So once I read that, I wanted it, and I ordered the Ty West X Media Book 4K from Diabolique DVD. I received my other 2 shipments from them. Have a nice night. Yeah, I appreciate you coming by, brother. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. We're going to plan on doing the anybody watches this now, come next week, we'll do Night of the Living Dead. We'll watch it together. I haven't watched that in quite a long time, so that'd be kind of cool to watch that. And so until next time, boys and girls, do me a favor, drop some likes on this if you watch it, subscribe to the channel, spread the word, share the videos that you watch. Let people know we're out there. I'm going to try to grow this channel, and I can only do it with great people like you watching. And so until next time, boys and girls, this is JEFFMAN316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen,